Today we're diving into the second part of our series on sculpting the Incredible Hulk using monster clay. As you might remember from our first video, monster clay presented its own unique challenges compared to water-based clay. It requires more of a delicate touch and precision in sculpting. In today's episode, we're not only going to continue refining our Hulk, but also give him a dynamic and powerful pose. Before we get started, let's quickly recap why monster clay is different from water-based clay. Unlike water clay, monster clay is oil-based, which means it requires more effort to manipulate. It's firm at room temperature, but softened with heat. This property allows for intricate detailing, but demands much more methodical approach to sculpting. I've already got the basic form of our Hulk established from the previous video, but I don't have a pose or a gesture down. I'm still confused about what I want this Hulk to say, and I am going with some of the posters that I've seen from the Incredible Hulk TV show. To achieve the level of detail we want, we'll be using smaller tools and paying close attention to anatomy charts, because a lot of the still photos that you see from the show, you can't get great detail out of it. But luckily, Lou Ferrigno is a bodybuilder, and there's tons and tons of photos of him in competitions. Monster clay and any oil-based clay, you can't really rely on large tools for bold moves like you might with water clay. So instead, it's about finesse. Take your time, refine the muscles, the contours, the facial features. Don't be afraid to reheat small sections with a heat gun to maintain the pliability of the clay. I keep my clay just above an oil heater, and that keeps it slightly warmer and softer so I can add to the sculpture. As we work on details, oil clay has a natural sheen to it. Learn to embrace this quality, as it can add a lifelike quality to your sculpture, giving your Hulk a dynamic pose. This step requires careful planning and consideration of balance. And unfortunately, when I did the armature, I didn't take account into the full gesture I wanted. So I ended up cutting various parts, such as the legs, the arms, the head. And that's the beauty of oil clay. I can remove the head, reattach it using thin wires just so it holds, and then I can sculpt the head in my hand and view it from various perspectives. Same thing with the hand, same thing with the feet. That's the beauty of oil-based clay. It's the removal of objects and then just moving them around. It really lends itself well to that. That's my favorite thing about oil clay. There you have it, sculpting the Incredible Hulk in monster clay with this dynamic pose. Remember, patience and precision are the key when working with this medium. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more sculpting adventures. We have hit 22,000 subscribers, so stay tuned for the next part of our series where we can tackle this, and stay tuned for the next part of our series where we finish the sculpture. Until then, happy sculpting. Thanks for joining us today. If you have any questions and want to share your sculptures, feel free to leave a comment below. See you in the next video.